Hey curls, it's your girl Lauren here with another episode of the Simply Curly channel. I am super excited, as you can see, about these new box braids I have installed. I will have future videos to come on how to maintain them and style them. But in today's video, I am going to be showing you guys how I achieve my natural makeup look that I pretty much do every day I wear makeup. But first, don't forget to subscribe below to the Simply Curly channel and like this video. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, thanks for watching. And let's get into it, girls. Okay, so let's get into it, starting with skincare. I did wash my face an hour ago, so I'm wiping that again with a wipey just to get my face wet a little bit again. And then I'm going to follow up with my micellar water from Garnier. It's almost gone. I'm basically using the last of it, but I love this stuff. So I'm going to use a cotton pad and wipe over that to get that, dirt off. And skincare is just so important. Like, if you want to have a good makeup look, skincare is number one. So then I'm going to be using my facial radiant pads by Fenty Beauty. These are toner pads. I love this stuff. And it just restores your pH balance. Basically, that is the objective of any toner, is to restore that pH balance. But these pads also do a little bit of exfoliation, so it does take a little bit of dead skin, if you have any, off of your face. And then I'm just going to follow up with my Breath of Fresh Air from Lush Spray Toner. I know I just added toner, but I love to get that mist in, that good mist. And then I just take anything that I have around me to air dry all of that product down. Following that, I use my glow oil from Youth to People. Love this stuff. And I just use that dropper to put it on my cheeks, my forehead, and my chin, I believe, here. And then I am just going to rub it in. Now, it is important to pat your products in, but I was sort of rushing and I just lightly rubbed it in my face, honestly. And then I will follow that up with moisturizer, the Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty. You can actually use this stuff on your whole body if you have sensitive skin, which is what I love about that. But just doing the same method, rubbing it in lightly. Don't be too heavy-handed with that moisturizer. So now I'm just clipping my hair back because it was getting in my way. And then I'm going to be following up with a good SPF. And I love this SPF from Skin Pro Holly. It is an oil-free, hydrating SPF. It is very important, especially because I live in Arizona, that I am using SPF. And it was later in the morning when I recorded this video. So I wanted to add that layer of protection on my skin. So I basically put dots all over in targeted areas where I feel like I need that SPF, and then rub it all around my face. And so remembering to be gentle, using your fingertips to rub your products in your face instead of your hands, and being heavy-handed is important. Next, I'm using my Laneige Water Bank Eye Gel just to put it under my eyes. I just felt like I looked a little dead, so I just wanted to give my eyes a little bit more hydration. So I added that. But now that I am finishing up my skincare, we can get right into the makeup routine. Let's get into it, girls. So first, let's start with a wet sponge or a damp sponge. You can hold that underwater, squeeze it out a little bit, and it's perfect, ready to go. I start with my Sephora Tinted Moisturizer. I don't know, I'm weird. Like, I feel like I don't need that much coverage, and so Tinted Moisturizer is actually enough for my everyday makeup looks. I will put my colors down below in the description box because I realized that the camera wasn't really picking up on the wording on the products. But you just put a little bit of that tinted moisturizer on the sponge and start putting them in my certain areas. I do make those spots, and then I start patting and blending, patting and blending, patting and blending until I really get that product blended out enough to my liking. Now I really add this pretty light. Like, I really don't like to have a full coverage looking face, just because I feel like my skin is pretty textured and I don't want that to come up so much when I have my makeup on. So right now I'm just filling in any areas I feel like I've missed, primarily around my eyes and my nose. And yeah, just keep blending with that sponge. So next I use the Bareskin concealer by Bare Minerals. Again, I'll put my color below, but I love using this as my concealer and my highlight just to brighten up my face a bit. So I put it under my eyes, on my nose, my forehead, my lip, and my chin, and blend that in with the Beauty Blender sponge to my liking. So now I'm using the Bobbi Brown foundation stick to do my contouring. Again, the color will be below, but I'm sort of new to contouring. I feel like I don't do the best job at it, but you know, I want it to look a little bit more snatched. You don't have to do contour. You can actually skip this step. It's not that major. But I start blending that into my skin. So I put it under my cheekbone and my jawline and a little bit on my forehead. I utilize the concealer to make it more malleable so it can blend a little bit better. And yeah, I use the sponge to blend that out. Next, I use my Bare Minerals loose foundation powder just to set everything that I've done. I feel like it just gives a clean, like, setting to the liquids and the creams that I've put on my face, and I just love that minerally matte look. So I just take a very little bit of the powder. I don't even put that much. It's just almost as if you're putting translucent powder on, but it's not. It's like my foundation color in a very light application. So next are the brows, sis. I use the Anastasia, I think it's called like a brow pomade or something like that, but it's in stick form. My eyebrows are really curly, so I just found my eyebrows to look a little bit better when I actually apply this first and then put the dip brow gel by Anastasia on. So I'm just brushing my eyebrows out a little bit and then applying that pomade stick. If you guys cannot tell already, my eyebrows are totally asymmetrical. Like, I got my eyebrows threaded and they didn't do a good job because my eyebrows are already asymmetrical, and then I just feel like they made it worse. But it's all good. Dip brow to the rescue. So I'm using Anastasia's dip brow gel. Sorry I missed showing you guys, but I got a new dip brow pot and I'm super excited to use it. Basically, I use a brush, eyebrow brush, and dip that into the pomade, the brow gel stuff, and just, you know, fill out my eyebrows, sort of trying to shape them up, make my left, your right, match the other eyebrow, because it's just a travesty. But as you can see now, I am putting a little bit of that Bareskin concealer on my eyelids just to prep it for the eyeshadow. And now I'm using the Fenty Beauty Natural Palette number 1. Alrighty, so the crease color I'm using is Come and Get It on this eyeshadow palette. I am looking for a more natural look, something that's matching my skin tone. This is how I achieve that basic natural look that I love so much. So next will be my lid color, which is Velvet Cuffs. And so I'm going to use this eyeshadow brush to sort of tap that in on my lid. But also, as you can see, I'm going to be blending it into my crease. I didn't want it to be such a drastic change, and I figured this color would add a little bit of shimmer but still be that natural hue of my skin color.
And now it's time for that inner corner highlight. I use the Nude Light version of the Huda Beauty palette. And to be honest, the palette doesn't have color names, so I use the bottom left corner eyeshadow. And what I'm doing is I just put that in my inner corner of each eyelid to add a little pop. I honestly do this step whether I'm doing a natural look or a super glam look. I just love inner corner highlight, and I literally can't do my eyeshadow without it. Next up, we can't forget is the blush. I've had this blush for years. Honestly, I probably should get a new blush. I don't know where I got this from. It's called Black Up blush. I don't know. It's probably drugstore blush. But I put that on the apple of my cheeks, like so. And I'm using a highlighter brush. I don't know. I'm not really particular with the brushes I use, but this works for me. But the star of the show is the highlight. I use Lorac highlighter. Cannot remember the name of the actual color, but I'll put that below. I am almost out, but this just adds that, you know, inner glow, I like to call it, to your face. It makes your face super glowy, and it's a step that I always use. Next, I'll be applying the mascara. This is the Sephora brand mascara. It is not my favorite, but you know, I don't like to waste money, and it does the job, so I am still using this one. But if you're looking for something that's more voluminous, I would not purchase this mascara. It sort of just accentuates my natural eyelashes. I like the more voluminous ones. Also notice I didn't use eyeliner. I don't really like to use eyeliner on my everyday look. I just like it to be super simple. So we're almost there, curls. This is sort of how my makeup look is looking. The last step will be my lips. I don't typically use lip liner, but I wanted to use it for this video. I just got this NYX deep brown color from Walmart, and it's spanking new, so it's super sharp, and I had sort of problems applying it. So my idea was to do like that old 90s look and, you know, line your lips with a darker color a little bit and then put some gloss or some chapstick on top of that, and throughout the day it's going to really blend out to look more nude on me. So I used a lip therapy by Fenty Beauty. I actually, once I put it on, I realized probably should have used more of like a lip gloss instead of a lip chap, but it still looked decent in my opinion. I ended up really liking this lip color. It's darker than what I would have gone for, but it actually looks really cute with my braids, I think. So this is the final look, curls. What do you think? Comment below. Do you like this natural everyday makeup look? It's not too extensive, that's why I love it. Leave the drama for the weekend, I always say. But that's all I have for you, curls. Don't forget to subscribe to the Simply Curly channel for more videos to come. Peace and love!